Yeah, so hello, Internet. Hi. It's me, your friend Will, who you definitely know. And we got some people here.
There we go. Sorry, I turned on the audio again.
Man.
But yeah, I'm a Will. I am the author of the system that we're going to be playing under, which should be released soonish. For now, it's available as a wiki. There's ways to find that via things.
Yep.
And I'm going to be GMing, but for now, we don't have a campaign yet, because we're going to come up with some characters right about now.
Cool.
Come up with some ideas. Who are you guys? Why are you here?
That is an excellent question. I am Ken. I'm the main streamer man's. This is my Twitch, and it will forever be my Twitch until such time as I decide to sell it for ridiculous amounts of profit. Microsoft,
$1 trillion.
call me. Yeah. All right, your turn.
Yeah, hi, I'm Gabe.
Beat that awkwardness.
Hi, Gabe.
Hello.
Hi. Yeah, no, I'm hanging. I didn't have any friends, and Will was a good friend. And now I'm here, and that's my life story.
Gabriel, you are a good friend.
See, folks, this is what I'm talking about. He's a very good friend.
And how many months have you been sober? The joke that no one heard because we were muted.
Man.
Hi, I'm Chelsea. I'm an alcoholic.
Hi, Chelsea.
And I'm just here because I was invited.
Yeah.
Because you're special.
You're special.
Thank
Are,
you.
are you not Will's friend?
I hope so.
We can like hang out if you want to like get to know each other better. We can like
Do nails and...
yeah. No, yes. I was going to, but then I didn't because time.
Chelsea did some mean acrylics.
Yeah.
Have you seen mine? They hardcore.
Mine are, like, pretty garbage.
I'm excited. So,
Okay.
yeah, we got to come up with who we're going to be because we're all going to be starting in the same village and we're villagers who don't want to be villagers anymore.
Cool.
So far, I believe you've got an actual concept and everyone else is kind of waffly floating.
I have concept, character backstory, no actual points in anything yet.
Yeet.
Yes.
Just like me in real life.
Yes.
Man. Got points in
Zero.
self-pity.
Zero delicate, zero brawn,
Zero intelligence.
zero all socials.
Zero understand.
Oh man, my death roll is super low.
All right. But yeah, was Salus, I believe. Yes.
Yes. So, my basic character is Salisbury. He's a snake. He's a Pythona, because it doesn't really matter, but that's his snake. And yeah, he is basically very interested in assassinating people. He started out as a rat catcher at the local bars, catching actual rats and killing them. And he has since moved on to become a tax collector, where he got the nickname Rat Catcher, because he then collected rats.
God damn.
He did that for roughly a year and a half, making some decent startup capital to become an adventurer, before he was subsequently fired because the regent's daughter became of age and replaced me.
Oof.
So he is angry about things.
Nepotism.
He is angry about things. He wants to murder some peeps, and he's gonna do that, hopefully. And yeah, that is my character.
You guys are floating.
I'm floating.
At least you have ideas.
I have too many ideas is the problem.
Well, start listening to your ideas. Let's narrow down some of these.
Narrow
ideas.
down some
Give me
ideas.
some ideas.
Okay. Idea number one. Messenger person. Squirrel folk, grew up running around, climbing things, delivering messages to people in far-off areas.
Doing scampers.
So, kind of adventure-y, rangery, but never, like, out in dangerous areas. Just, not really living around in the village. Or maybe a magician. It's like a rabbit, because you added those recently. And, like, you can do illusion magic, you can do...
He pulls himself out of a hat.
Pulls himself out of a hat? That'd be really fun. Or else a knife mage. Someone that makes knives and then uses magic to throw them at people. I feel like that could be really fun.
All three, I'm sorry to say, are valid builds.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? I thought this through. Man.
Oh, trust me, Will and I discussed a very in-depth, very viable build that I will be going down for Salus. Which which involves a lot of instant death for people.
Man.
It's going to be beautiful.
Well, I think we should cover all our bases. You're mostly physical.
Physical, minor, magic. Not. I'm going to be an idiot and socially awkward, just like myself.
Okay. Well, I'm planning to do magic mental, I think. Because that...
So I have to go. Well, I don't.
You don't have to.
But like, I'm probably gonna go like social mental.
You always do.
I
You
like
shouldn't.
that.
You shouldn't. 100% not.
I hate combat though.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
And like, if I actually have a person that does well in combat, then I have to like pay attention in combat and like
And I do your job.
do my
Yeah.
job.
Well,
There's like optimal paths for damage that you have to do. Ugh.
well, at least do magical.
So
magical
everyone
social.
has a
Magic
touch
social?
of magic.
Yeah, well, if you
I
do
feel
that,
like-
then I'll go physical mental with messenger person.
Yeah, like magic social, and then just like trick people into liking me with magic.
Yeah.
Like make only love potions and just like feed them to everybody.
I love it.
Like make brownies, but instead of like pot brownies, it's like love potion brownies. So you're just like, hey, you want a brownie? And it makes you like everybody loves me.
Man.
Is that viable?
Love potions aren't in game yet.
Yes.
They will be a thing by the time we get the chance to actually make them. Yes.
Because my work is never finished.
No.
Yeah,
No, we're dragging you through hell.
no. Sad face.
Okay, then I'll just bribe people to like me with brownies.
With brownies.
With normal
Well-
brownies that aren't infused with love potions. Wink, wink, nudge,
You can just infuse them with weed. I bet that'd make you real popular.
So you're thinking of playing an alchemist, you say?
nudge.
Do it.
Or you could be a mage of other sorts.
I don't know yet. We're running
You could
things
huck
through
bombs, you could do the magics,
Oh.
the spells.
here. The spells.
Gotta keep.
Can like do wards and guards and magic people up with the rituals and whatnot.
Yeah.
Why are you doing this to
Because
me?
because look on the screen. If I'm like this, you're like way behind me.
That's ideal.
Yeah. So long as she's not completely and totally obscured.
Yeah.
Because then it would just be awkward. We just hear this ethereal woman's
Yeah.
voice.
I'm
You
here.
occasionally
You just
see
can't
some pale yellow sweater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just like drifts out.
Yeah, it's like,
"Woo!"
all right, Chelsea, roll long odds. Just a sweater
Just like,
emerges from the ether.
"Woo!" Okay. So social magic character of some sort, maybe, or social mental, or
Look,
social physical.
Play who you want to play.
Well, yeah. Who do you
We
want to
know-
play?
We know what it's
Um,
about.
I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know what I want to. That's why we're here.
Do you want to be in a fight or like fight adjacent?
I like to like drift off in fights and think about like, what am I gonna have for dinner later? You know?
Oh, perfect. You can be the cheerleader. There's literally like, you can take the benefits like bolster, so every round you're just like, go guys! And then you just like go, okay, that's my turn. I said go guys, go.
That would be very good. Just the long suffering. Just like, oh my god, you idiots. What are
Yeah.
you doing?
You can also do Evo, where basically you go, oh, it's my turn. Where are the people? Okay, that's where the damage is.
I'd like to attack that guy.
Okay.
With what? I don't know.
Fucking fire.
Fire, I guess.
Fire, I guess. Sure, why
Why
not?
not?
I'll do a whoosh and the sparky spark.
No, Chelsea, it's a fire demon. What are you doing?
I'm giving him a friend!
And he'd like me more if I.
Yeah,
You know, a brownie.
Yeah. Here, we want this.
a real fresh out of the oven brownie, so it's nice and piping hot.
Yeah.
I could do like a placebo effect. I could like make people think that I put like a love potion in the brownie, but I didn't actually put a love potion. It's just a normal brownie.
That would just be creepy. Can you imagine walking up trying to convince someone that you've put a love potion in this brownie?
Well, you don't do it right up
you,
front.
You have to make them infer that you have put a love potion into the brownie,
Yeah.
and then you didn't actually.
This
Here.
sounds like some bullshit pickup artist gambit. Like,
Here, let me mine this out for you. I'm gonna get brownie here.
No, this is what I like to call the brownie
like
gambit.
chloroform to you?
Hey, do you want a brownie?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'd love a brownie.
All right. So how you feeling? How you
How you feeling?
How you feeling,
Oh,
man?
you know, in danger.
Oh, you know,
Yeah.
mildly
you
freaked
feeling
out.
you
Mildly
feeling a little
not
more
okay by any of
affectionate
this.
towards me, huh?
Mildly not okay with any of this.
Yeah, and that's all you have to do. And then they'll be suspicious right off the bat. And then they'll fall in love with you.
Wait, so then, does that mean you're just a creepy baker?
Yes.
That's it. I think you found it. A creepy baker.
Physical, mental for the crafting. Just the crafting. Crafting, cooking.
Crafting cooking.
Could I do like an alchemy cooking?
Yeah.
That's kind of what Sam was. Well,
You know, it's basically pot brownies in a nutshell.
yeah. All right.
Okay, I don't know if that's actually what I'm gonna go with. Like, I don't know if I want to be a creepy baker.
I think that's all. I think you should be a creepy baker.
But then I have to roleplay that. I'm like,
Oh, that's true.
hey guys, how's it going?
Well, I think the solution to that is this is a very buff, burly baker. So it's not, hey boys, it's, hey boys,
Hey boys.
how's it going?
Let's call everyone bruh.
Bruh,
Hey bruh.
But it's like, it's,
Want a brownie?
Bruh,
it's BRE''H. Bruh.
bruh, bruh, hey bruh, want a brownie?
Kind of sounds like you're barking. Bruh.
Bruh, don't get all day.
Someone's at the door. Bruh, 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 bruh.
Hey dude, just staying away from the alcohol. Oh man.
Yeah,
Yep.
we could put you on pause for a little while, put you on the back seat, take you off the burner. How you feeling?
I'm trying to decide. I really like the idea of all three of those people. I like all of them.
Now you want to be a pot baker.
I don't really want to. No, I don't want to be a pot baker because that'd be infringing on your pot baking turf. You know, I don't want to do that to you. I don't have a 3-sided die.
Only you have a 3-sided die.
I don't have a 3-sided die.
Well, not with you now. But
I
like,
haven't found one to buy yet at a reasonable price.
I could have
Isn't-
swore you had one.
I could have sworn too, but
yeah, we used it as half of a corpse.
no, you're thinking. Oh, what's his name? I only know him as Ashwin.
Jeff?
Jeff. That was Jeff that had it.
That was the half corpse.
That was the
All
half
right.
corpse.
Alright, roll a d6. It's an easy enough thing.
Divide by 2 round up, or are we doing
1 and 4 is 1.
Okay.
2 and 5 is 2. 6 and 3
Oh, I
is
gotta.
6.
Write
uh,
down things on a piece of paper. We're
Just-
gonna roll a die right now. Gonna roll a die right now. It's a 6.
That's a. What will that be? You gotta tell me, is that a 1 or a 3?
That's 3.
Okay, that's a 3. So what's a magician boy?
If there
That's
was
a
a
decision.
while you were rolling it, was there a number you were hoping it was going to land on?
Don't do this to me.
That's the wisdom.
Because,
Yeah.
man, I wanted to roll on all of them.
Okay, well.
Are
then
you
6
satisfied with the outcome?
No. I'll never be satisfied. This is the problem.
Okay.
I want all my boys realized.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is we don't actually need 6 people at the table. We just need 3 characters for Gabe to play.
Gabe plays like 3.
Gabe
Okay.
plays half the campaign.
Yeah.
Okay.
How about this? You can take the character or re-roll, and you have to take the new roll.
Ooh, halfling lucking this.
Halfling locking it. Oh, man.
Or
I'll go messenger, I think.
okay, there we go.
Alright.
See?
But, oh, fuck. Oh, no. But here's the problem. Because that build will be just the same.
How about this? I take this, find 6-sided die, and the many I have at my avail, and pelt you with them until you settle.
Okay, I'm going Blade Master.
Blade Master. Edgy, I like it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Alright, so we got Assassin-y Pokey Poke.
Mm-hmm.
Magey Pokey Poke?
Yeah, he's more of like he's a craftsman. He really loves knives, and he's dedicated his life to building knives, and he uses evocation and a bit of ritual magic. You know, spice him up. You know, he mostly when he's lifting things with his like force magic.
Bachelor mage.
He's more of like he just loves knives and he wants to use all of them at once.
He's a happy knifey boy.
He's a happy knifey boy.
Yeah, the thing is, he never has to take the battle mage benefit because he's never going to have a hand open.
Yeah, he's never going to be
He's just
holding
going to be throwing knives.
Yeah, he's never going to be holding the knives. He's just going to have them where he can whip them out with like force magic.
I cast knife.
Exactly. That's exactly it. But it's a knife that
lightning knife.
exactly.
Lightning knife.
But it's a knife that he's handcrafted, and he loves that knife.
So is this like a magical physical build?
Magical mental knife crafting.
Oh, okay. And you're a physical.
Physical magical. So what we need is social magical. we need the creepy baker.
We need the creepy baker.
I don't know if we. Oh, gosh. Then I have to role play a creepy baker. Which is like.
What
be
would
really
you like
fun.
to roleplay?
Yeah.
Person
I
in
don't
the
know.
background.
Person in the background that's like, you know, only
Man.
there every now and then.
There's a benefit that lets you turn into a thing of fog at will.
Really?
Yeah. That was going to be the key to my rabbit magician build.
Just now I'll enter this box and I will have disappeared.
Exactly.
The thing about being a creepy baker is you can't really bake on the road.
You could have a bacon wagon.
A bacon.
Not a wagon made from bacon,
No.
but a wagon specifically designed so you can bake in it.
Just a wagon with a fucking oven in it?
Yeah.
And counter space?
Yeah, you gotta.
So like a trailer.
Yes.
Yeah.
An RV.
Yes. Like an RV.
RVs are like 90% kitchen, ain't they?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, now they're like 70% like panels that open up and turn the inside of a vehicle into something that is concerningly close to a house.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
They're nice. They have like decent cabinets.
Yeah, my uncle downsized to an RV.
Oh, I see.
Seemed to be pretty good.
I think I meant downside from RV to house.
Downsized from RV to house. A small fucking house.
How big of an RV?
How big of an RV?
That is the question, yeah.
He sold his tent trailer and moved into a box.
Man.
Okay.
Well, do you want to bake things or do you want to be unassociated with baking things?
Those are your binaries.
You don't have to be a creepy baker.
Well, it's actually in the rules. There's two ways to build. You're either a baker or you're not. So it's a really big decision.
To be fair,
You don't have
those
to be
are two
creepy.
strictly separate categories that categorize all things. Bakers and not bakers.
Yeah, it's crucial to the rules.
That's a description of the entire universe. The set of bakers and non-bakers.
And man, they hate each other.
Is the sun a baker?
It bakes things. I would say it is.
I remember the sun was blacked out by the arrows during the Baker War.
Is a black hole a baker?
No, the black hole is the opposite of the sun, is therefore not a baker.
It's the burnt baked goods.
It's the unbaker.
It's the unbaker.
If baking, like,
Sounds like a final boss.
the unbaker.
Get boke.
There's just a video game where it's like it's basically like Top Chef, just a baking competition. But the final boss is the unbaker, and he undoes all of your hard work over the past like 2 hours.
Man.
Overcooked.
Overcooked, yeah.
Oh,
If Overcooked had a thing where your food would become uncooked sometimes, I would
never play it.
no.
I would never play
Do
it.
you play Overcooked? Are you
Yep.
good at it? Do you like it?
I like it. I'm terrible at it.
How many stars have you gotten in all the levels?
Like, I haven't beaten it, but I've 3-starred the majority of
Because
what
like
I've played.
I'm trying to 4-star it, and Gabe it thinks it's too stressful, so I have to find someone to 4-star it with me.
She is immune to stress. It's ridiculous. We spend like an hour and a half on one level, and we get agonizingly close, and we fail, and she's like, let's just do it again! And I'm like,
Just down for some suffering.
man.
You would not work well in like a proper kitchen restaurant.
No! That's why I'm not. Man. But yeah, you
I
should
had an
just make
entire
Gordon
thing.
Ramsay.
I had an entire game where me and my buddy were doing the things proper, and then my other buddy just kept throwing tomatoes at us.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like Overcooked.
Yeah, I mean, we had all the tomatoes we needed. right at our disposal, just ready to chop up and use.
You could be a cook that fights with a cleaver or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But then that's like a physical bit. Like, I'm really liking the cheerleader thing. 'Cause
Yeah.
then I don't have to like pay
Guys,
attention
if
to
you
fights.
win this
Mhm.
fight, I have brownies.
Woo! Yeah.
Swamp grass brownies.
Swamp grass brownie.
Just kidding. I don't have any small grass. Go.
It's all still placebo. We always come back to placebo
Yeah.
effect. It's like, oh yeah, this totally has swamp grass in it. The
It's like-
fucking best swamp
it's
grass
just-
I've ever had.
It just tastes like a normal brownie because like I've really mixed it in there. Don't worry
I
about
mean,
Yeah.
you could be like a henge druid who like grows brownie-related herbs.
it.
Like cocoa.
Yeah,
Like cocoa.
like cocoa.
That's what we were talking about. Yeah.
That would be really good because I think it would fit the lore pretty well. But also, like you're a brownie mage. Like, you grow all the plants and shit, but like, it's all for brownies. Like, it's ridiculous. There's nothing stopping you.
But like making plants on a like, cause we're usually on the go,
On the road again.
you know, on the road. So like
Have a greenhouse wagon.
a greenhouse wagon.
Well, also like sorry, I added this at like 1 p.m. today. You can like grow plants and stuff. Plant.
Very fancy.
Man.
Got like a cute little pot.
Yeah.
Plant some
Pot.
pot.
Pot in a pot, yeah.
Pot in a pot.
Yeah.
You can definitely do that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to go the baker route.
Okay, we're throwing the brownies out
But
the
you
window.
do,
That's okay.
you do like the idea of being the cheerleader.
Yeah.
Okay. What if you were some sort of expert with ingredients?
That sometimes mix them together.
Okay, so you just need to be
Listen.
social in some aspects.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna build I don't know, social definitely.
You could have
Social magical maybe. You know.
a physical social.
You could just
Ew.
be a good old caster.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Um,
that's boring. You know.
Toss
Like-
alchemy. You could have some like planar magic.
Or you
Yeah.
could just grow plants without the need to bake. Like maybe you just like plants.
You're just a gardener.
Just a gardener.
Just a gardener.
Just
Maybe
real
you
big
hate people. Maybe you only like plants. And you got kicked out of the village because you're just a dick to everybody.
But I'm
But then I
curious.
have to roleplay being a dick, and I don't want to do that.
It's so much fun.
But then, like, how am I?
I'm-
So I'm,
I'm
a dick,
curious-
but I'm also really social.
Yeah, I'm curious as to how she would end up using bolster. Like, guys, look at this tulip.
Listen, there was this girl in my high school who was like a grandma, but she was like in grade 12. Like she had glasses with a chain. She wore like floral dresses. And you know how grandmas are old and they don't give a shit about what anyone thinks? She would just come in, and if you had like something in your teeth, or if you were kind of chubby or anything, she's like just point out your flaws and send you on your way. And like you didn't even feel like she was being mean. She was just being truthful. Like you don't take offense. You're just like, wow. You're
Like,
just
you don't
spitting it
feel
out.
like you're being insulted. You feel like you're being processed.
Exactly.
This is just too real to life.
Yeah, and that's who you'd be. You'd just be like, you come in and it's like, hey, listen, this is not worth that much gold. I need it for less. And they'd be like, you're right. You're so right. Here you go.
I like that. I like that.
Just be an old gardener grandma that is sick of everyone's shit. It's a license to be rude.
I don't want to
Although
be rude though.
And that might pull you back to a physical build. Unless you want to go the grove route. Use magic for make plant.
For make plant.
Is there magic plants?
Like how so?
Just in general.
Like
Like in Harry Potter, you know there's some magic plants? Like screaming plants and punchy plants and Harry Potter?
Venomous tentacla.
Okay,
Attack
you're
plants?
making that one up.
There's the mandrakes.
Yes.
Yes.
Mandrakes are things.
The Whomping Willow.
Um,
Can I be a willow tree?
there's also a thing called a flubberpus that looks like a cactus, and it just spews horrible, noxious venom stuff. I'm literally rereading Harry Potter. This is how I know this stuff.
Oh,
it's
okay.
fresh and rock rolling on that
yeah,
board.
it's
Man.
fresh right in my mind.
Getting that Potter on.
Yeah. wand.
Was that going somewhere?
The wand on.
Wand on.
A hard wand.
Hard. Okay, well that's just a
Give
dick
me
joke.
your hard on.
Okay, I could have made a dick joke.
We were trying to dance around it, Chelsea, but geez, if you're gonna go there.
Yeah. Man.
Well, you know, sometimes you work around a point and sometimes you just go for it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I gotta be a cheerleader.
You just
I don't like what you're implying.
You just stand on the edge of that point.
You know, you do a little bit of fun and then you just plunge.
Like I keep thinking, like plunging
Like a diving board.
into the
Like a diving board.
into the penis. And I don't like that image.
In GTA 5, I remember
Yeah!
it was like just the online or something, you could like press a button and it would just yeet you. Like, not hard, it was just like something you could do in real life and just like hurl yourself head first at people. Imagine that, but you do it into someone's dick.
Ooh.
You're walking down the
That's like the
street and you just
worst
leap
headbutt.
and like
I
torpedo them in the dick.
I
with your
That's
feel
my new
like-
build.
I feel like every dad has felt that when their kid is like excited and running towards them, then trips and goes right into their dick.
If a kid trips, then they'll become a ballistic missile. They just fall on their face.
Exactly.
They're not like, whoa!
Like Luigi in Smash.
So are you trying to say Luigi's aiming for your dick every time he
Yes,
does that?
every single time Luigi is aiming for your dick. Can confirm. He is a dick-seeking missile.
He's got the eyes like in what is it? The fucking
Where
the
are
most
you?
recent Mario Kart.
Oh,
he has
okay.
these fucking death glare
Yeah,
eyes.
yeah.
It's that, but he's searching for fresh dick to
Oh
headbutt.
man.
Such an insane. What? Oh, nothing. Literally nothing.
Okay.
Okay, character for me.
I like Gardener Grandma.
I don't know. I'm feeling mediocre about that one. You know.
Lukewarm.
Lukewarm.
Well,
Best water to give
you got
plants.
5 magical related skills. You got your elemental.
Got your ritual.
You got your alchemy.
Your what's mortal?
So mortal and planar, both of them you have to pick like a school basically.
Okay.
So for mortal, like you just need to take the skill multiple times, like you would multiple craft skills,
Okay.
and then you can pick multiple schools. For planar, you have to make a pact to be there and do the planar shit. But mortal is where you have like shapeshifters and plant controlling magic and stuff like that.
Ooh.
The magic of the mortal plane.
Could be a
Gesturing with
shapeshifter.
arms.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can be a shapeshifter. That's what Yellow was based off of in our last campaign. That ended
man.
so great.
Yeah.
So much death.
I mean, Mongol had fun.
Being intensely traumatized.
Yeah.
Is
I
there
mean,
like a-
right
like
up
a-
till the end.
Like a mind reading
Dark,
thing.
dark,
Dark.
dark.
Probably,
Dark.
yeah, like kind of dark. Like you can go into people's dreams and stuff.
Mm.
Oh yeah, there is that dream walking thing.
Yeah.
Man.
Which is great because it makes you think of ideas for if ever they dream walk into your character's dreams, but then they never fucking do.
Never do.
It's only when you're least expecting it do people dream walk into your character's dreams.
Okay, so
Just like real life.
I'm not mad.
Not mad?
I'm not
Just
mad I
like,
made an entire
which ones
scenario.
do we not want to do? So probably not ritual. Probably not alchemy because that's like there's a lot of shit there that I don't understand.
If it's elemental, you can just like yeet fire at people,
Yeet fire at people,
and that's your build.
Yeet!
which is pretty boring. You know?
Well, unless you go more complicated with like the different techniques, you can have your freeform casting, like hurl spells, throw even,
Hither, if you wish.
What's planar?
and get this, thither.
Planar is like you pledge allegiance to an entity of some sort.
It's Sam magic.
Sam magic.
You get it from a dark, celestial, or demonic entity.
What can you do with it?
Each one of the 3 is kind of specific. I feel like we should probably just give up on having like convenient stream laptop open and actually use it to look at the rules.
Yeah, I've got stream going on phone. So,
Okay.
am I able to unplug it?
Can you bring the plug this way? It's unreliable when unplugged.
I don't think it works that way. Plug behind, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
When you're on a computer, doing computer things.
Alright, here is test laptop. There we go.
Oh,
got it.
you could play that character I was trying to build.
I think it's going to be
was-
hooked on Chelsea's chair.
Remember in Ray's second game? Ray just was permanently shapeshifted? Or to a big cool ass monster?
Speaking more of that plug there, Will. It's probably closer.
Remember that one?
No.
As a big cool ass monster? Like at all times?
No.
And then horrible things happen to her?
I can't help you at all with this. Literally didn't run it, wasn't there.
Doesn't remember.
Yeah, doesn't remember. It
You
is
didn't miss
just
anything.
you.
It was a poorly... Man, like there was Murder Hobo, and then there's this guy. Like, oof.
Okay, but on the murder hobo scale, were you a 1 murder hobo or 10 Ray? Because that is
Ray was running the campaign, and this guy was 10 above Ray.
Jesus Christ.
But was that the guy that, like, in the other campaign just, like, ruined everything?
Yeah. Ray was like, you come across a gang of peaceful monks, and they can't kill this monster because they're all peaceful. Like, if they're all peaceful, they have no way to defend themselves.
I'm gonna murder all of them.
Every single last one of them.
Yeah, it was horrible. Anyway.
I stopped playing.
Yeah, you did. You didn't miss much.
You stopped paying attention. So.
But yeah, permanently shapeshifted into a big cool ass monster. I mean, you don't have to be permanently, but like, they're like, this is the form I prefer.
This is my persona.
This is my
Yeah.
persona, and I love it. You know,
I actually
You can
had a
start
D&D
at
character that
the
genuinely
immortal
had
and then just keep
amnesia and
reading
thought they
down.
were a cat.
I was really hoping you were gonna say, I actually do have a persona, and just start pulling out pics. Like, come on, hit me with it.
Let me show you my pony sona.
Oof.
Don't you think that's a little bit personal?
Fuck you.
Oh, he's going to the cupboard. He's going for it.
I have to open this side because the other side doesn't want to open.
Oh.
This is my pony sona.
Okay.
I identify as this, which is a Swedish horse
Huh.
that I got from my Armenian great aunt.
That's really cute.
I'm not sure how it went down the line on that one.
Listen, if you showed up to a convention and was like, this is my pony sona, I don't think anyone would be mad at you. Well, hello, bud. I'm gonna have to ask you to back away from my eyes. No thank you. Oh god. Oh no.
Okay, I'm putting it back.
No.
Are you being accosted?
I'm being accosted. I'm being caressed in all the wrong ways.
Pony for your thoughts.
Pony for your thoughts. My thoughts are ponies.
Yeah. I
Man.
keep slamming my knee every time I try to sit down.
How
Really.
are you feeling with those internets?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah, how's the text?
There's a lot of it.
It's a lot of text. I'm like scanning through it. I'm also not a very fast reader. So
It's cool. It's cool.
All right.
Okay. Let's start building this character here.
Yes. Gabe and I can both work on building our characters, writing down some things for us.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I have to pick a race.
Yep. That is a thing that needs to happen.
goat.
You're so right.
I think it needs to be. I mean, you fought so
I
hard
fought
to
so
have
hard
goat.
for the right to be a goat.
You did.
I really did.
Yeah,
All right.
You could take that back.
Hit me up with those stats for the goat.
The Caprine.
The
The
Caprine.
Caprine.
The Caprine.
All right, let's just do some diddly old clicking on a piece of paper.
All right.
And I can try my best to act.
How long ago was it that I told you to add goats to the game?
Like a year ago.
Yeah.
About a year, yeah. And I've been pestering them nonstop.
We finally did it just like a month ago.
All right. So,
So,
how about them Caprine?
mm-hmm.
So you are a four-legged goat-like beast folk from the far northern shores.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You're ill-adapted to two-legged locomotion. You really just are on the four legs, centaur style, almost all the time.
Yeah, he got 2 legs and 2 arms, or 4 legs, 2 arms.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, okay.
About 1.75 meters tall, too long. Got stubby little tail. Your physical scores will range from a 0 to a 10. Usually a 0, you're more like weak, a little atrophied, slow and unstable, whereas a 10, you're going to be more like lean, decently muscular, stable and quick and hard to knock down.
Like a goat.
Yeah.
Man.
You've got 2 benefits and 1 drawback.
Okay.
The benefits are quadrupedal locomotion and gore.
Ooh. Motion. Gore. Okay.
And your drawback is unguarded flank.
Oh no.
Do you want me to like give you things, or do you want to?
Gore is like a horn attack because he's got those horns out there.
Yeah. For piercing damage, once per turn, with +1 for every square traveled in a straight line before the attack, to a maximum of +10.
And it's like a physical attack, eh?
Yeah.
And yeah, quadrupedal locomotion, that just means unusual terrain is normal?
No, it means you can take a single rider.
Okay.
Your base speed is 10/5, and
Okay.
you use a 2x2 token.
Ooh, I'm a big boy.
Yeah, you're
You're
very
a goat
big.
centaur person.
Where is speed on here?
You're a very medieval centaur that just goes bah every once in a while.
Man. 10-5. That's nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, you swift.
And unguarded flank, more damage when someone's behind
Yep.
me.
+10 damage from all flanking or from behind.
Slash behind. Okay. So it's 4, 3, 2, 1?
Yep. The bonuses for your various abilities to be allotted as you see fit.
3.
Oh yeah, I should also make that for mine. I haven't written down anything.
And then you get 8 points
Any
to
red we wanna
spread.
read?
No, I'm thinking. Okay, I'm liking the baker idea a little bit more.
Okay, you feel more bakery.
I'm thinking of it. I'm
It's
thinking
cooking on you. It's growing on you.
It's yeah.
You just got it in the
Yeah.
oven there.
Yeah.
Got
So
a
I'm
bun
thinking
in the oven.
of going like going with the baker route where I just like make cookies and give them to people and get a whole bunch of friends and make people like me a lot. So
Okay.
go like the social, probably convince, eh?
Yeah, you want to convince people to eat them cookies?
And like me.
Okay,
And
okay.
can I do like alchemy to make the cookies taste really good?
Yeah, like basically just shove MSG in them.
Yeah.
Polysorbate or whatever the hell food chemicals are. I have no idea how that works.
Yeah. So like, I don't know. I'm thinking I could go like convince alchemy to be just like a baker that's gonna get everybody to really like me.
Okay, you are going to be actually able to bake things though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
She like gives people cookies and they just look at a charred corpse of a cookie and like, thanks. It's great.
But it's gonna taste really good.
Man.
Would I have to do something else to like be able to bake, or is that just like a thing that I could do?
That would be craft baking.
Craft baking. Where's craft?
Oh.
Oh,
Craft isn't physical, but you can also do mental specialist. That's what I'm doing for knives, and I'm hoping that's allowed.
It would be more of an academic specialization.
Okay, so can I scratch out specialist and do like craft knives mental?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Actually, I might force it to be physical just because it is a very physically involved task to make a knife.
You are a smithy at that point.
it's not
You are
physically
smithing.
involved to cook though.
This is true. This is true.
It's kind of like this things together. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to go social mental with a little bit of alchemy.
I don't know. I feel like an artisanal knife, like
I kind of like that your character tries making knives and they're all like really shit, but they're all really personal to him.
yeah, like he's not necessarily making like
Like this one, he
broadswords.
like pulls out a knife and he's just like, look at this one. I accidentally hit my thumb when I was hammering this.
he loves the craft. He loves sharpening them. He loves making the delicate little work on the handle. He loves engraving the blades. Like
That sounds like physically involved craftsmanship,
Damn
I
it.
might say.
Yeah, I'm not
Damn.
trying to support you. I like the fact that you're actually shit at making knives, but that you like all
Okay,
of them.
I'll put it in craft.
You love all of your knives equally.
I do love all my knives equally. Alright.
Yeah.
Dang it, Will, you accidentally made me build a well-balanced character.
Oh man,
Oh, dang it.
it's almost as if that's the way you survive.
Oh, man.
Alright, so Will, how does the assigning skill dots work in this updated crazy system?
8.
8?
You just get 8 and throw them wherever you want.
Yep.
And there's apparently no limits. You can just do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want.
So you could just do like a pure, like go like. Could you go into only like social or something, or only mental? Just go like a science doctor.
Yeah, you can just be like, I'm dumping all my points in this.
Yeah.
And do we start off with a dot in each? Like the character sheet looks like we have X's in each.
You are always at least one, because each one of those squares represents a d6 you roll for the skill.
Okay.
0 is untrained, 1 is untrained, 2 is novice, 3 is trained, 4 is expert, and that's where it caps off.
And final question. Which ability is the ability that is either climbing a tree or hiding in the shadow of said tree?
Probably Grace.
Grace for both? Which one was the, in the build that we discussed, which one was the grabbing people's build?
That one is a mix of brawn, grace, and delicate in addition to weapon, depending on what you want to do.
Yeah, but which one was the specific, like, one-hand grace, move people to intercept attack kind of thing? Was that delicate or was that grace?
Like the grappling thing?
Yeah.
I'm going to look at the rules I wrote and see if I understand them.
Now, could I have a specialist? I do have crafting knives. Could I have a specialist knives too? This man loves his knives.
How is it an academic specialty?
He knows the history of
He knows
knives.
the history of knives. He knows exactly the science behind tempering the metal to the perfect amount. He's got this down to
Okay.
a science. Like, he loves knives.
I am going to stomp on your fun and make you say specialist, like metallurgist. Or,
Okay, that's fine.
I mean, it's broader, so it has,
we-
like, more
or-
applications.
Yeah, or like weapon historian.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, he's the sort of guy where if you go up to him and you say, hey, I need a knife, he will sit you down and spend an entire day like, what are you going to be using this knife for? What do you... Like, what sort of temperatures are you going to be adventuring with this
I
knife?
can't wait to hand you like a rapier, and you just look at it and it's like, yes, I can clearly see how this was made. This is a very well made rapier. Unfortunately, it's not a knife.
It's unfortunately not a knife.
Unfortunately,
It's shitty. I will forge it into several knives for you. Much better.
Alright, so the grappling thing. You use a weapon roll to physically grasp someone. You use brawn to throw them. You use grace to use them as a living shield. And you use delicate to escape or perform a reversal.
I only need grace.
Alright.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, I need a species.
Oh God.
Tortuga.
Do you know who they be?
Sarah Baker.
Look at this. Look at this shit.
Man. Man.
So, for anyone who can't see, I'm dumping my points into weapon is at max, grace is at max, elemental is almost at max. I got that build.
You're built.
I'm built.
And ritual
Ready to
is
go.
what you'd be using for enchanting knives, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This man loves his knives.
Alright.
Okay, so what's a very social species?
I don't know, it's not really something that's in the newest.
Yeah, historically it's always been like Volpe and any of the canine
Okay.
groups are always
Yeah.
social.
But I'm kind of pulling away from that to try and
Yeah.
make it less weird yikes subtext.
I mean, rat folk. Ratatouille!
Ratatouille.
Ratatouille!
Ratatouille.
Why did we not think of Ratatouille?
Ratatouille. Your master, Linguini. Wait, no, you're the other way around. Your student, Linguini, who failed you and kicked you out of the kitchen once he took over. Now you're disgraced wandering the streets because you lost your livelihood after that stupid upstart human.
I feel like you have some strong feelings about Ratatouille.
He was a dick to the rat!
He was kind of a dick to the rat.
Also, the best thing to come out of Pixar's Ratatouille is the thing that Rebecca Sugar drew of Linguini holding a rat in a jar saying, I can't make love to a woman, but you can!
That sounds
Oh my
terrible.
So I can't be a rat.
Why do you always come to bed with your chef hat on? Don't worry about it.
He's just like flailing around. Ouch!
We're going down this mental rabbit hole.
So I can't be a rat.
Man. No one's stopping.
I mean, if we're gonna go down rabbit holes, you might as well be a rabbit.
Is there a rabbit species?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. I'm guessing there are. Okay.
I got 1 point to spend. I'm trying to decide if I should max out.
What are the bunny
Special
drawbacks
craft.
and stuff?
Well, I don't know. I just scroll very slowly to the next page and
just
list those up.
and it'll want before you start crafting.
I'll go craft.
I'll just.
You've convinced me.
It's like they have like 3 benefits and 2 drawbacks because I don't know how to be concise.
Yeah, the earlier the species was created, the less like benefits and drawbacks it has, and the newer it is, it's just like, look at all of these weird quirks I can add. They still feel balanced.
Yeah.
Well, because some of the other ones, it's just like, well, yeah, I guess you're just kind of a dude.
Yeah.
Wait, what does that look like? 6 limbs?
I have been trying to draw this out, and like,
What does it look like?
you're gonna have to visualize it for me. Here, I got.
All right, artistry at work. Will, do you want to draw it underneath the thing, and I can switch to top down and be all professional and pro?
Oh, I was just gonna like put it in front of it after.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Want to know the best thing, Gabe? I don't even have to do that.
Oh, man, next level techniques here. This is why they pay him the big bucks.
They don't pay me at all. Shit.
Wait, what? I don't pay you at all.
I don't get paid for this shit.
Oh man.
I mean, none of us are getting paid for this.
I offered to pay in pizza. I just didn't know people's pizza preference.
It's pizza.
Yeah. I was thinking of getting like some Pieros, so you get like a 2-topping of your choice and go from there.
I mean, you can never go wrong with like pepperoni.
Right.
You know?
Right, but I figure if I can customize it to people's preferences, that just makes it awesome.
I'm like super boring. My favorite pizza would be like a pepperoni, bacon, green pepper.
I feel like you've just insulted me because it's also what I put on my pizza. Like, are
I'm calling you boring.
Oh, I see how it is. Just the outspoken, no, you're boring. All right, fair enough.
I mean, that's like very typical, you know?
Yeah, it is super typical.
But how does he stand? On 2 legs?
He's getting to it.
I guess he's just real fucking tall when he stands on 2 legs.
You know, like the lemurs that are that are like used to climbing in trees and how they try and like, when they walk on the ground, they look really dumb.
Yeah, yeah.
I imagine that's what the majority of those look like. Like they stand on 2 legs and they try walking, but they just don't look like they should.
Mm-hmm.
And let's do it. Let's test out our dope-ass camera setup.
Down,
Yeah, we can tell what that is.
All right. Yeah.
It's Bunny.
is Bunnyman.
We can see figure 1, leg, figure 2, arm/leg, and lastly, figure 3, arm, denoting various similarly named limbs.
So, like, is there a thing in
So
rabbit?
does it look like Stitch? But
Kind
with
of,
rabbit face?
Oh, yeah.
Is there, like, in rabbit culture, like, you wouldn't want to eat food with your leg hands?
Cookies means family. And family means nobody
cute.
goes hungry.
That's gonna be me. What's it called?
Lapine.
Lapine. Lapine.
Okay, I didn't write anything down.
Lapine.
So tell me, benefits.
Please
Right,
don't take my
bestial
brownies
senses.
away.
I have no idea what the fuck you're memeing about.
Does anybody?
I don't think so.
Oh. What?
Senses.
Senses.
SENSE.
Okay. For some reason, I was
S.
thinking, is it a C? I don't know.
You just had a word moment.
I had a word moment. Okay, next one.
That's fair. I have word moments all the time.
I
The other day I was looking at
Locomotion.
vehicle, and I was just like, this is just not a right word.
No.
Vehicle.
This,
See, it always happens to me with like 4 to 7 letter words where you look at them a little bit and you're like, your brain stops seeing a word and it starts seeing just a weird sequence of letters in order, and you're like, ah.
well, literally, I was programming, and it said vehicle, and I was just like, I've typed this in wrong. I need to go to where I know this is correct, and so I jump down to where I know it's correct. This is how it's spelled. It's just not a word to me.
It's
wrong.
under some scrutiny. It makes no sense. Why is the word vehicle or vehicle spelled VEHICLE?
The
Like, that's, I guess, how you'd write it, but like,
It
that's
just
so
looks
weird. Why are those letters together in that order?
It just looks so wrong.
Okay,
Same
next
as
one.
like VEH is a weird sequence of letters. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a weird ass.
Well, the worst thing is when you're coding and you hit an error, and you're like, "Oh, I misspelled this variable." Easy peasy. So you copy and
Great.
paste it, and nothing
Great.
changes.
Great.
Like you go
Great.
copy paste, and like you're looking at the same line as before. And,
Then
like,
you realize it's because you copied the word you fucked up.
yeah, it's like, oh, well, dang, man.
drawbacks.
Sensory sensitivity and thick fur. Thick.
I'm disappointed in both of you.
How are you thick? What's your thickness? Come on, Gabe.
Do you
Get down
mean-
with the thickness.
Do you need an assessment?
an assessment? No, I think I'm good.
Chelsea, is Gabe thick?
This is America's ass.
Is he thick or is he hella thick?
Is he
Man.
dummy thick? Is he slim thick?
Man, I'm trying to get through this stream, but the clap of my ass cheeks keeps distracting everybody.
Secretly the applause track to this stream.
That'd be horrifying.
What's people?
So
Oh, yeah.
while your species is like what you physically are, your people is who you are, where you're from, how you were raised, what you grew up learning.
Okay, cool.
So,
do I have so physical, do I have a number there?
So you have
Yes.
+4, +3, +2, and +1 to whichever ones you pick.
so for my people, I figured I was native to whatever region we were starting in. And that was about it.
Yeah, where are we starting?
That is an excellent question. A region with a very diverse amount of beast folk, probably. Considering we're all beast folk. And please, dear God, Will, don't make this like the last campaign.
It's a war against the beast folk. Blend in, everybody. Blend in.
What am I gonna do? I'm 2 feet tall and I look like a fucking mouse.
Yeah. No, we had. Yeah.
And then, of course, the spies going to invade enemy territory were almost exclusively people who could not even remotely convincingly disguise themselves as human.
Yeah, like you weren't there, but Kai was like, I'm a mouse. I want to kill some people in the city, like the heavily fortified main bastion of the enemy. Do we all want to go in there?
And then basically every single soldier's like,
No.
Every single soldier is just like, I don't think you thought this plan through.
She didn't think anything through.
Well, yeah, that's why she died.
womp womp.
Womp womp.
Man.
Rip Kai.
Rip Kai.
Do I need anything for the whoop, go guys fight thing?
Yes, that's a benefit.
Yes.
Yeah, but do
Thank you for that, Gabe. I was lost.
Thank you so much for calling it the Whoop Go Guys benefit.
Alright, so let's see what that's actually called.
Do I need a point in performance?
It's just
of it?
bolster.
Da, 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 da,
I don't think it's performance. I'm pretty sure it's
Understand.
social understand. Yeah.
So it is a benefit. And at level 1, you pick a benefit and a drawback.
Right.
But do I need like an understand point or something for?
Understand points makes it better.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically that would affect the roll.
Okay.
But basically, you cheer on your allies. In a 7x7 area centered on you, once per turn, you can use a major action to cheer on your allies. You roll social understand with a +10 bonus, and that's a pool that you divide among your allies in the area. And that only works if they're hurt or tired. It can't bring them above 100.
What do I put that? Oh, I have to put that in here. There's a lot of space.
To be fair, you have like one of the ones with the longest list of benefits and drawbacks for the species.
Yeah, you can put it on the back too, which is like.
I'll just put it in the in brief section.
Yeah. Well, what's the Pythona business?
Great, I'm gonna go and
Slytherin.
Slytherin. Yeah.
That's their business.
Yep. We are general dicks to everybody.
I don't think that's true.
Most
What's
Slytherin,
the
yeah.
stats report?
Oh, Slytherin, yeah.
roll with
You Harry
roll
Potter,
understand
get
plus
out
10,
of here.
and then that's stamina pool
Man,
in a 7x7
Can't
area.
help it, man. Can't help it.
can't help it.
All right,
How
Pythona.
do people forget?
So your benefits are serpentine locomotion and serpentine diet. Your drawback is dragging tail.
Okay, so that was serpentine motion, which is just the unhindered by bad terrain, right?
Yep. And then if you get a different ability that somehow would make you ignore terrain, because there's a couple, then instead you have +2/+2 while you're in difficult terrain.
All right.
Is there like a speed section, or do I just like put that in like in brief? Like how fast I am?
That one's going to be more in combat than anything else, and that might depend on the armor you're wearing at the time.
I'll just put it.
What were the other things?
What do you have?
Just the serpentine motion.
Serpentine diet and dragging tail.
Wow, you really colored those in.
I'm going by Scantron rules, okay?
He doesn't want to fail.
Just finished exam season.
You can
Actually-
clearly tell.
Can we see those from the top down? Are they thick? No, like leave them on the table. Are they thick enough that you can tell?
Not really.
No,
Not
it's
really.
too much contrast.
Ah, well.
Thick boys.
We tried.
We tried boys.
All right,
We
so
did.
for the serpentine diet, I basically just eat all the food all at once for like a 12-day period.
More or less. You only have to eat every 1 to 2 weeks. You eat as much as everyone else, but you basically just eat in like big bursts. You can't handle eating more than 10 days rations at once. And for every 2 days rations that you eat, you need an extra 2 hours of sleep to digest properly. Until you fully digest, you take a thick speed penalty.
Man,
Thick.
wish I could unhinge my jaw.
Dummy thick.
Snakes don't have butt cheeks though, so you're really
Tell me,
missing out.
Why do you wish you could unhinge your jaw? Any particular reason?
Be a cool party trick.
Party, you say?
Great way to eat ass.
I don't think it would be, actually. You know, I'm not really putting it all together.
You eat the entire ass all
Well, now I want to check mine. Can I borrow your phone real quick?
What are you?
checking
What's
grades.
going on here?
Yeah, I figured as much. It's just
Grades
after
are
exam.
up.
Yeah, it's just after exam season. Checking grades to make sure that you didn't flunk everything.
I passed microprocessors.
Nice.
Feeling good, man.
Do you feel you processed the information?
Kind of.
Mm,
I give it like a mediocre processed.
Okay. All right. So where are we at now? Everyone's
Okay,
got their.
I have species, I have my benefit, I have my default benefits, and my points. I think.
Oh
1,
yeah.
2, 3,
What
4.
what do we get at the start for benefit? Like, do we just get one benefit kind of thing?
Yep, and one drawback.
Okay.
Are there any interesting drawbacks that I could, like, you know?
Well, why don't I just get to number 7, which is where it starts, and let you scroll through those.
Which one was the one-handed? Was it Florent? Dueler. That's what it was.
Duelist.
okay, I
Duelist.
passed.
Nice. Did you get better than me?
Life's not a competition, Chelsea. But yes, I did.
Okay, it's fine. I don't even care.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I ain't even mad. I ain't even mad.
I ain't even mad.
It's fine.
Yeah, I don't know what drawback I'm going to take for this. I haven't thought of like a drawback that's just like, oh, this is a fine drawback to take for my character. My character doesn't use it at all.
Can I take the, there's one, like, quirk where you roll odds or evens, and if it's 1, you get, like, +5, and it's the other, you get, like, -10 to your social rolls?
I'm aware that this exists, and it's in the book somewhere.
I also want that because that sounds amazing. The -10 to social rolls means I'm rolling negative on my social rolls.
Your 2 fingers scrolling is so sensitive.
Yeah, it's a little spooky.
I want to roll a -2 for a social check. What would happen if I were to roll negative?
Just vomit on them.
Do I have to pick a drawback?
Do they actively get angry?
I do? Okay.
And then, like, the next level, you can get rid of it. If you want to.
Okay, cool.
As your column A.
And then, oh, you'd have to do something bad for your column B, though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Man. This really opens up some nice ways, because leveling now can be a little more like, oh, you nearly died? You suffered some nerve damage, buddy. That's a drawback. But you can pick 2 benefits. Like, I'll give you that. Or like, hey, you did something really cool? I'm going to give you this benefit on the house. No drawback needed. And it's kind of like, you know, like a fun little tidbit to throw
A
out
little
there.
interplay.
Little interplay, yeah. Like, you slowly get better based on experience. Like, these are really in the GM's hands, though. Then you can just ignore somebody accidentally and they'll be bad. But
Alright, so, we need to find out where you guys are from. Because originally, a lot of the Python are from the East Coast, whereas you guys are originally from the far northern coast. But it's been 25 years. People have
Also
moved,
in
gone
my-
places.
Also, in my backstory, I was adopted, so...
Well, there you go.
Yeah, we specifically put in my backstory, I'm adopted. By very loving parents.
now, I feel like I was raised by people whose trade was knife making. Like, my parents had a weapons making business.
Your parents were knife jugglers in a circus?
Maybe. Maybe they were knife in the circus.
Did you have did you have like a Robin route on this? They're juggling knives and someone sabotaged the knife, so it just went...
I don't know if that's how knife juggling works, but I mean, yeah.
Sure, you could totally sabotage the knife.
Weighted a little differently, like, whoa! Right in my eye. Ooh.
Ooh.
And then he dropped the other ones right in his spleen. Killed him instantly.
It makes sense. It just makes sense.
The first knife went in, and then the second one went in right in the middle of the first knife and split it in half, and then another went in and flipped in the middle of that one.
Man.
It's like a wood splinter, but it's actually just metal being splintered like that.
Yeah, it cut him right in two.
We're good.
All right.
You're missing
And
it.
if
You're
only he
missing.
had a sharper knife,
My
it would have
A.
gone
It's
right
A.
through him.
I am.
And it wouldn't have splintered so bad.
Is there a benefit for using elemental just for like forced telekinesis stuff?
I think so.
Elemental specialization?
Yeah, I remember reading that, but it was very vague as to what it did. It just kind of described what an elemental specification might be.
There was affinity, spell snipe, hand to spell, artillery, and weaver, which are all kind of specializations in different elemental casting techniques.
That is the one that's just good for throwing, eating stuff with magic. Like snipe, maybe?
Could be, yeah.
If you hand it over, I can just read them, and then it won't be like this weird telephone game of describing vague things. And
If you want to hear my descriptions, the in brief for each benefit, for Serpentine Motion, I have no difficult terrain. For Serpentine Diet, only eat every 12 days. For Serpentine Tail, dummy thick tail.
And me quaking.
And for Duelist, I put grab all the peeps. So,
First you do the stab, and then you do the grab.
yeah, the stab and grab. Works wonders. Ow, I just hit my teeth with my glass. I'm coordinated.
So yeah, affinity would make
Graceful.
I have 4 points in it. Damn, what better be?
And this is why it's a role-playing game.
sense. Oh, yeah, I'll take affinity. Affinity force.
All right, and did you select your drawback?
Quirk. The quirky one.
All right, so
Socially
that
quirky
one
boy.
was... What did I call it? Right, atypical.
Right. Atypical.
And what is the description for that?
So you are not a usual sort of typical person. You have some troubles communicating occasionally, maybe some special interests that are more intense than others.
Knives.
Generally, when you're rolling social checks, if you have an odd numbered roll, you have a +5. If you have an even numbered roll, you have a -10.
Oh, I get odd because it's unusual. I get it. Is that intentional?
Yep.
Love it.
I like that you benefit from being odd.
Yeah. My mail's behind us here. Come on, catch up.
Like you had the conversation of I get it odd, but I was just like I like that it's the actual like benefit one, like the actual like success side is odd.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So you being like, look at my knives, is like an actual benefit.
Or a real detriment.
Or a real detriment.
It's one or the other. Like, and also, +5 -10 isn't how, like, that's a big deal.
That is a big deal, yes.
Back when we were rolling, like, oh, I'll roll 45. Who cares? But now it's like...
If I'm rolling, like, convince, I have 1d6 + 1.
You could roll a negative number.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was asking, what happens if I roll, like, a -2?
0.
Ah.
Man.
I figured they would just get real pissed at me. They took offense to everything.
I mean, you rolled a 0. Like,
Yeah.
have you ever met somebody with 0 social skills in real life? It's
Yeah.
like... You don't hate them. You're not going to attack them with a knife, but you're like, man, I don't want to attract this
I hate
person.
to admit it, but they tend to run in this circle.
Oh,
You ever talk to someone and they roll a 0 in social?
man.
Yeah.
Ever talk to Gabe?
Okay, so we got our skills, we got our benefits, we got our
Yeah.
drawbacks.
I haven't chosen a people yet.
None of us have. Let's see, your death rolls should all be +0. I believe cash on hand, you've got 5 gold, silver, and copper, and 7 days of rations and supplies. You've got on your sheets a name and self-descriptor, so what's your name? What do you do?
I'm Salisbury. I am the assassin death touch dude.
I'm a baker.
You don't have a name?
I don't have a name yet.
I don't have a name either.
Could be Maya,
Yeah,
Maya.
Chelsea?
like my dog.
Maya Baker?
Yeah. Maya Baker.
Maya Baker.
That's not bad.
Oh, Will's got it. I've been making modifications to the character descriptions.
What kind of names would a goat have besides Billy? Gruffenstein. Who's a lot?
Bartholomew.
Bartholomew.
Grover?
Percy Jackson?
Yeah.
Yeah, Grover was a goat.
Oh, right. Wow. Did not put two and two together on that. I was just like, that name just came out of nowhere. Just Grover. I was like, I can't think of a goat pun for this. How is this a goat name?
Percy Jackson.
Yep,
Could
nope.
be Percy.
It checks out.
Mm-hmm.
Could be Grover. Another goat man.
Could be Tang.
Well, where do you guys live? I'm thinking some of you guys are from the east, some of you guys are from the north, it makes sense to meet somewhere in Venkrum. Maybe the boreal forests, the mountains, the
Yeah, I was thinking mountains.
lowlands.
Lowlands is a fun thing to say.
Windy though.
Very windy.
Well, I guess they're not lowlands, they're highlands. But they're lower than the mountains.
Fjords, if you will.
What?
Yeah, then they're strictly not fjords.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Never mind. Yep.
What about Leland? I knew a kid named Leland once. He was a weird kid.
Probably because his parents named him fucking Leland.
Leland, if you're out there, if you're like 5 and you're not watching this.
You never know. He may be real into D&D and Twitch culture. And just happened to, like, stumble upon this.
Until now.
And then goes, look at that asshole. I knew that asshole in grade school.
And then we start talking about him.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean,
No, but the thing was, like, he was 5 2 years ago.
Oh.
So he's 7 now.
So
Dude.
he's 7.
So he's definitely into Twitch culture. He's watching Fortnite right now.
Yeah.
So he's not watching us. He's definitely watching Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man.
Just looking at you, expectant to think of a name.
Why are we all looking at me? You need to think of a name too.
Well, okay,
Hannah.
so let's just say we're from the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
Were you guys raised there?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you guys have been raised like within the local culture, or would you have brought some stuff from home or from places you grew up prior, from parents?
My
And
parents probably came down from like the north where goat people live and probably brought down some
Where do
goat
bunnies
culture
live?
with them.
same place
In the north.
together, actually.
I don't know.
Well, sort of.
I'd say I was definitely born and raised.
All right.
Stabbing rats.
In the
I
hut?
spent most of my days.
Yeah. How do you say in the
Chilling
Highlands?
out, maxing, relaxing, all cool, and collecting taxes from the local populace.
I mean, if
Hannah
it works,
Baker.
it works.
Hannah Baker. Okay.
Why does that sound familiar?
That's definitely a real life name. I can 100% say that I know a person named Baker who probably at some point has.
I think it's the 13 Reasons Why.
Yeah,
girl.
is that?
Yeah.
I have no idea who that is, but I imagine yes. Hannah Baker just sounds like a real person's name.
Yeah.
It sounds sort of like a Clark Kent kind of situation.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, that's just her real life name, but she's actually just a superhero. In your case, you're actually
Just
a
a
alchemical baker.
Well,
Making them sweet cookies.
I'll go with Cornelius.
Cornelius. Pretty cool. Okay, I need a name.
Cornelius. Oh, wait. Sorry, someone already took that one.
Man, shit.
Such a good name for a bunny baker.
Well,
Strawberry.
Strawberry.
Shortcake.
You can go for Lola Bunny. Like
Funny!
wasn't that like Bugs Bunny's girlfriend?
Yeah,
I don't
feel
think
like
they were
that
ever
would be.
dating.
I feel like that would be disrespectful.
To Lola Bunny?
well, why don't I tell you about your local peoples before
Yeah,
you make
okay,
such
sure.
decisions? So you guys would live in the Northern Mountains, which is where the Fortlanders are. Ancient dwarven holds in the area have been repurposed since their existence back in antiquity, and now they host great intergenerational domesticus houses for the most part. Usually those are groups of 20 to 30 who are inhabiting old, rebuilt, and newly recreated, like watchtowers and outposts and that kind of thing. Here, life is pretty seasonal. People do a lot of like hunting and gathering during the summers while doing a lot of like crafting and indoor jobs during the winters. It's cold, so you stay inside. Something you probably would have struggled with somewhat.
Have blankets.
Where was I here? There's a really long storytelling tradition. Academics love transcribing written history while, the actual legends and myths are passed down generation to generation.
Every story, you're just like, yeah, but what about his blade?
What about his blade? Now, did you know that the White Wolf used a specific mixture of tin and copper in there?
So here there is the capital of Venkram, Hammerhold, which is not where you guys would be from because you guys are villagers, but that's the local seat of power. There used to be Stoneport that hasn't recovered since a fire ages back. And there's Dwarf Road's End, which is where people ship goods before they go into the old underground tunnels where there used to be rail lines working. No longer.
Okie dokie then.
Alright.
That being said, that's if you were raised by people from here, you would be a Fortlander as your people. But if you're bringing stuff from back home, then I do some scrolling. So in the northern shores, they have effectively great houses, which are unifications of 4 minor houses, which is what they call them. So each house is kind of like a big tribe, and then the minor houses, there's one of each. There's a hare house, a bear house, a ram house, and a reindeer house. So the ram houses, what happens is during the summer, everyone splits up, and then you winter together in one solid encampment.
Okay.
The ram houses
Like
winter at
campers.
the distant edge of the camp, like there's the central camp, a gap, and then them. Throughout the entire year, you guys are basically forbidden. People aren't really supposed to talk to you, but you guys would be the most well practiced with what is considered to be necessary evils and like ill magics and stuff. So like ritual magic, dark and demonic magic, things like one thing which is considered unusual by a lot of the mainland is that good elementalism is considered the primary one, so fire, water, earth, and air, and bad elementalism is the secondary stuff like lightning and force. It's very strictly Cape Rhine only, these houses, and the exceptions are pretty strongly stigmatized. One thing that is done is that when you're summering, which is when everybody spreads out and goes places, you usually set aside like skulls and grisly trophies and stuff when you kill things so that the other houses know that you've been there so that they can, stay back a bit but also be somewhere safe because you took care of problems. It's more of a social role within a greater society than anything else.
Alright.
Unless you want to think outside the box and be from elsewhere or from another group.
No, that makes a lot of sense.
What are you thinking?
I'm a baker. I'm gonna guess that I grew up in a family of bakers, and became a baker.
Ain't that just the way?
So I'm probably from the area.
Yeah, so you could be another Fortlander. You could be from one of the northern hare houses and have some
Fucking more
stuff.
nepotism at work here. Goddamn bakers getting jobs because their parents are bakers. It's bullshit, putting me out of business. Fuck.
Damn immigrants.
Hey, Hey, I was raised here, I will have you know. I am a native here. And I will not take your sass for anything.
God.
Oh, are you gonna need to get by?
No, I've learned a new technique.
Yeah. New fancy technique of...
Oh wow, that's fancy.
Through the magic wall hole.
Yeah.
I've created a new device that lets you see through walls. I call it the window.
See, the thing is, that's off screen, so as far as people know, you just reached out of the window and turned on, like, a hose outside or something.
Yeah, they literally have no idea what you could have possibly asked.
I mean, like they could see it above your head.
What?
Now they can.
Not if I stand upright where I'm not slouching over so that I can be in the camera shot.
Okay. Think of bunny names. Typical rabbit names.
Buggleby.
Buggleby.
Bugs for short.
Bugs. Like Bugs Bunny?
Bartle buns.
Bartle Buns? Mm.
They all start with B, and nobody really knows why.
Because B is just adorable. When you think about it, a capital B tipped over really just looks like a bunny's face.
Or a butt.
Or a butt. Which, depending on your preferences, could be adorable.
Boodlebop.
Boodlebot.
Bonnie.
That's more normal.
Well, based on the stuff that's, like, on our little sidebar, is there anything I need to update to be more accurate?
I can't read it.
Yeah. It's hard to read from this angle.
I can not read it even more if I take my glasses off.
I know,
Huh.
right?
Once, maybe if you put your glasses more on, you'll be able to read it.
Yeah. Only I had.
Alright, so we got Chelsea.
Yes.
You are... I cannot read
Okay,
that.
if I try to read it, it looks like butt worms.
You have butt worms?
Butt worms, Bunny Baker. So I can't be a rat. G ...
Your name there is listed as B movie.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but I was very confused by that.
Gabe?
Okay.
What is it? Leland, age 7? What's below that?
Gummy worms. That's what I'm reading.
It says goatee galore.
Goatee
Oh, yeah.
galore, what?
Yeah, because I wrote down your species instead of Caprine, your goatee galore.
Okay. I thought you said gaudy galore. Fortnite God. And there's no way they'll read that last one.
For the record, the last line says, "I knew that asshole in grade school." Alright, well, what's inaccurate about this? What should I correct?
Well, butt worms. I don't know if you keep butt worms.
But'll be Wormnelius.
I don't think that you're going to be Leland, age 7.
That's your full name.
Leland, age 7.
It's one word, actually.
Age 7.
Age 7. Leland, age 7.
It's pronounced age 7.
Yeah, just replace age 7 with Cornelius, because I think that's a fun name.
Oh,
It'd be
God.
Leland Cornelius. Rabbleby.
Rabbleby.
Rabble.
Rabble.
Babble.
Babble.
Always comes back to B.
Krungle.
That's not cute.
Crunky.
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 That sounds like the rejected Donkey Kong character from Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah, you
You were gonna have a Crunky Kong and he was gonna run around and be drunk the entire time.
Well, you could be Bakey Kong. You could be cute names. Corn.
So we'll have Cornelius and corn. Just corn.
Corn. Could be baked potato.
Potato, yeah, it could be. Could be baked potato. I come from a baking family.
Maybe you're named after bread, like pita. Rye. Sourdough.
White.
My favorite Hunger Games character, PETA.
Yeah, he was in there for like 3 whole books, and then I think he died at the end.
Spoilers. I haven't seen all 4 movies.
You're not missing much.
I think they made I think they split the last one into 2.
They did.
Okay.
You could be grapefruit.
I like grapefruit.
I don't like. You're a baker. Like, what kind of bread is croissant?
What if you guys are adopted siblings?
Oh, that's very cute.
What? Like me and her are adopted siblings?
Yeah.
I'm game.
Wait, what are you?
I'm a Pythona. My name is Salisbury. I'm a Salisbury snake.
Am I adopted or are you adopted or are we both adopted?
I am adopted. I am 100% adopted. Now we could either be siblings or full adopted siblings. Like either.
How would we be siblings?
No, like I am adopted and you are actually the genetic child, the biological child, or
we're both adopted and our parents are not of the same species at all.
yeah.
Like our parents are like Canis or something.
Stereotypes much, eh?
Earth sign. They're just bears.
Or people, like...
Nah, they're bears.
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 The Bernstein Bears.
The Bernstein Bears.
It's Bernstein. Thank you. The death glare.
Gotta pick a name.
The grapefruit.
Grapefruit. I like it.
Bunstein.
I like grapefruit.
Yeah.
It's a nickname, obviously.
For what?
Because you fucking love grapefruit. It's all you ever eat. Except for bread.
Does grapefruit exist?
Not around where you guys are. It would be an exotic thing.
Is there a technique to make grapefruit?
What?
Is there a way I can
Is
make
there a grapefruit
tasting
technique?
things?
What do you mean?
Okay, never mind. Can't make grapefruit anymore.
The instantaneous moment it dawned on your face was perfect.
Get this man out of here!
Just
Get out!
Out! Leave! No!
Oh,
No!
no,
You're
okay.
banished. You're out. It's my stream. This is my
Get out of here!
You're gone. You're out. Listen, bud, you had a chance. You had one chance and you blew it.
For viewers at home, Ken is in the corner.
He's having a timeout.
Okay, you can come back. One more crack like that. Man.
Okay, I
the
can't
look
do
of
grapefruit.
utter disappointment on your face is too good. You look genuinely offended.
Google bunny names.
No. Well, yeah. Okay.
Well, you're not someone's pet. You're like a person with a person name.
Yeah.
No, but like it has to be bunny-ish.
Just look at the Redwall series. Cornflower. No. What was that one? Cornwall. No. There's
That's a city.
what?
That's a city.
In New Jersey?
No. There's a city in both Ontario and England.
But not New Jersey.
Well, it might be in New Jersey.
Okay, get out your phone. I'm looking up. What was it? Cornwall?
Yeah.
It's good.
What about just like, I don't know, Hattie, Helen, Veronica?
I like Veronica.
Oh, Veronica.
Veronica
Says-
Baker.
Veronica.
That also sounds like a superhero identity.
Veronica Forepaw.
I was
Ooh,
so
Veronica
close.
Forepaw.
There's a
Or
Cornwall.
Veronica Two Loaf, because you can need 2 loaves.
Is there
at
not
once.
one in New Jersey?
There's a Cornwall near New Jersey in New York.
Ooh.
I was close. See,
So
my
close.
geography's not as bad as you guys thought.
It's passable instead of bad.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got like one whole dot in it.
I'm a whole dot in geography. That'll come up a lot.
Mental specialist geography.
Mental specialist geography. Mental specialist New Jersey.
No, there is not a Cornwall in New Jersey. However,
There is one near New Jersey.
roughly 30 kilometers outside of New Jersey, there is a little hamlet called Cornwall.
You know, we joke, but that is some people's careers. Local historians.
Man.
Sort of people who go, Why, yes, I do specialize in the railroad station over there from the 70s.
Man, my favorite fact about Saskatchewan is all the towns used to be railroad stops. And they're all named, going down the highway, they're all named alphabetically. Because they'd have to name all these stops, so like Albuquerque, Beatrice, Citrus, Delaware, and they just keep going. And then all the towns now are just A through Z. It's amazing.
It was pretty fantastic.
Vesta.
Vesta. Okay, write it down.
Vesta.
You picked it.
Yes, you've named it. I can't think of a bad joke for it. I got nothing.
Vesta la vista.
It was his fault that time. I did nothing on that.
Okay, done.
All right. Oof, man.
All right.
Names.
You should pick a people. You should do it.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. What do I
I
write?
thought we were the Forelanders.
Yeah, Fortlanders.
Oh, are we adopted?
Yeah, but I'm like native, like so young I know nothing of my original peoples.
Are our
Adopted.
parents bears?
Do you want our
Yes.
parents to be... Okay, our parents are bears, yes.
Okay.
Well, but then they wouldn't have inherited those cultural traditions either, because then that would have been like at least a few decades ago. So they would have been like, that would have been when that piece of the continent first made contact with everyone else.
But wouldn't we have been like a part of the bear halls?
Yeah, but then that's just that you would tweak your house.
Oh, okay.
But also, if you have that like ingrained, then that also means it doesn't make a lot of sense for you to be friends with Mr. Goatface.
Hello! Want a knife?
Okay, so should our parents not be bears?
Or we could just not be a part of the Ursine Hall yet.
Did you banish goats just to spite me? Were you like Gabe?
Hey, there's thematic and narrative purpose. There's some. Just a little bit of the thematic narrative purpose.
Canis
A little bit of
parents.
it.
Canis parents? I'm okay with Canis parents.
Canis parents.
Maya and Stella.
Fortlanders. Congratulations, you're a Fortlander.
Okay, how do you spell that?
Fortlander.
Can their parents?
Knight?
No,
Yes.
wrong, bad, Chelsea, bad.
Cool.
Fortnite. Poof, can you imagine if Fortnite was real?
Could you imagine
If only
women
I
were
controlled
real?
rewind.
Like, sorry?
Could you imagine if women were real?
Whoa, okay. Then we'd have to shower.
Yep.
Man.
Okay, so we got a decent bit of stuff.
Mhm.
What are we missing?
Languages.
Like,
Yeah, languages.
we don't have any of our inventory figured out either.
Yes. We also don't have our inventory.
All right, I'm going to go over to some other rules that are on a different page, and I'm talking while I buy time for me to switch to another tab and scroll around till I find stuff.
Yay!
Woo! Right, so basically, you speak the languages you speak. So, because you guys are going to be playing adventurers, you've probably learned Trader Tongue, which is how you interact with people who aren't from nearby.
So there isn't like a scale of how well you speak it anymore?
No.
Okay, how many do we get?
The ones that it would make sense for you to have. There's not
Oh.
really a number associated.
Okay, so I would have like
Trader
Canis.
Tongue, yeah, you'd speak Lore probably.
is it just L-O-R-E with a thing?
Ruining your character sheet for no
And
reason.
what do
Man.
the Lapine usually speak?
Right, I guess I didn't write that in the book yet. I need to come up with a language for them.
Gabish.
Hmm?
Nothing.
They could speak good shit variation.
But
Grit.
but that's historically nonsense.
Yeah.
It's a coincidence.
They could speak unwanted.
But like everything
Unwanted.
is a chip variation.
That's true, actually. Everything would be a chit variation at that point.
Did I just speak?
For Pythona, it's just Pythona, right? Like
Draconic.
Draconic. Okay.
As long as you were taught Draconic.
I'm just putting Caprine as the language.
I guess it depends how young you were when you were adopted.
Well, I'm not taking anything of my culture, so I'm assuming I don't know Draconic.
Yeah, if you know it, you know it. If you don't, you don't.
I'm assuming I don't.
Cool. So we just know Trader Tongue and Lore.
Well, you might know more. You might know Bun folk.
Bun
Bun
folk.
folk.
Bun talk.
Bun
Fun
talk.
talk.
Bun speak. Nose wiggle.
Bun times.
I'll just say you speak Heptal.
Heptal.
I won't write
Oh,
it down
yeah,
just in
that's
case
true.
it changes, but we'll just assume.
And I guess both of you guys would speak Heptal. Well, I guess you would speak Heptal if you were taught Heptal. If you were raised by one of the goat houses, you definitely speak Heptal. And like to get by living in a village here, you would have to speak Lore.
Yeah, I wrote those both. Well, I didn't know it was called Heptal, but I did write those both down.
Unless you guys want to know other languages, just because.
But the goat houses like speak demonic and stuff because they seem like
Yeah.
they're just kind of doing all this stuff.
They're
and it was
not
like,
demonic in any way, shape, or form.
They
They're
kind of are.
animals.
do.
They're animals. It's not their fault that their imagery is used in all the rituals.
Congratulations, you found a thematic through line.
Why do you
Cool.
think the goat people are banned?
too swanky, too stanky,
Too baller.
too baller, boobs too big.
Alright, these jokes are getting corny.
Oh!
Got him.
Yeah, he killed me. That was the final shot through Gabe's heart.
Yep.
Okay, so what's this hurt, tired, ready, empowered thing?
Right, so you're gonna start at 100, which makes you ready.
For every single one of them?
No, that's just like where that's different brackets your health can be in. So from 0 to 50, you're hurt. You'll take bleed damage. You're probably actually bleeding. From 50 to 100, you're tired. You're just tired. From 100 to 150, you're ready. You've practiced. You're on your toes. You're staying frosty. You're ready for a fight. Empowered is from 150 to 200, and that represents a
Righted.
supernatural state. Yeah, so alchemy makes you empowered.
Cool.
And you heal differently depending on where you are within that spectrum. So if you're hurt, you need a doctor.
For instance, your cheers can heal us for anything lower than ready. Pretty much.
Cool.
I think it's just tired.
So we just
No, it's hurt
start
and tired.
at
I
stamina
specifically
100?
asked Will when I was
Everybody's the same
transferring over to
stamina.
the wiki because I was like, "That's weird."
Yeah, well,
You're like at 1, you're just like
you don't have like a stamina
bleeding
maximum.
and
You just have
gushing
the
out,
stamina
but
you're
he's
at
just
right
like,
now.
no, and you're like, yeah.
So you start at 100.
Don't bleed, idiot.
Cool.
Don't bleed, you dummy.
Well, don't bleed, you goofus.
What? Don't bleed. You need that blood.
Could you imagine you're washing up on a beach about to storm it? You're in the military, and you hear the voice of your commanding officer, and it's Dr. Steve Poole.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Well, okay, guys, we're gonna take this beach now.
Commanding officer steps up to give his speech and he's, how's it going, dude? Staying away from the alcohol.
Have you guys played House Party?
Well, I haven't played it, but like I've watched it
Man.
extensively.
Yeah.
Terrible.
But
All
I
right.
do know of the famous line, the eponymous, "How's it going, dudes?"
Staying away from the alcohol. Cool. Anything else that we have to... Oh, inventory.
Mhm.
Yes. I'm gonna do some scrolling. Let's see what I can find.
So I think in the character backstory, you said that I had a basic knife, a basic ass knife. That
Yeah,
would be for
like-
everything.
Everyone does.
Yeah.
I have to.
And you obsess over them every day.
Well, I keep them well maintained. I take pride in
Exactly.
my knives.
You obsess.
Yeah.
Well,
How's-
you guys have 20 gold in addition to what you have already listed that you can spend on equipment before you start.
All right.
Okay, do we have like a list of like equipment that we can have?
It's stuff. You guys are from the mountains, so metal and stonework is common. Like having metal armor would make sense, or like full blades and stuff like that. Things that are more dwarven influenced. Stuff like wood is harder to come by. You depending on the part of the mountains you guys are closer to. If you're closer to the boreal forests, you probably have access to wood. If you're closer to the sea, maybe like, like fishing and netting and stuff like that, and imported goods. But otherwise, you guys are from a place that's cold and mountainous.
Okay.
All right.
How much would crafting like equipment be? If I
Like we used to have like the pocket smithy and stuff like
Okay,
that.
so
yeah,
tools.
Yeah, tools.
What kind of tools do you want for your craft?
Well, I guess something to smith, like forging. I don't know, like in previous games we've had a wagon where we've been able to kind of set up a workshop in there. I don't know if that's going to be an option, but...
Well, if you're going to be forging things, you're going to need to find a way to shape, sharpen, and polish weapons in addition to finish them off, heat them up for malleability. It's not like you're going to be smelting.
No. Come back to me.
Basic equipment for me, I would need, what would be a one-handed blade?
Like just a good old-fashioned sword.
Yeah.
Here they have like these sort of very straight, symmetrical, like they have these flat, square grips in dwarven style. Those run you about 5 gold.
Alright. So what sword is it? Because it has certain stats, right? Like, do the weapons still have the stats, the slashing, bludgeoning, all that good stuff?
Now basically they do the damage that a weapon would do. You have +5 if you would reasonably have advantage based on your weapon, or +5 to protection if you would reasonably have an advantage based on your armor.
Okay. So it is just one-hand sword.
I would write that it's a like dwarven style Fortlander sword. Because it's long, it's straight, it's mostly flat, reasonably sturdy for thrusts and cuts.
Basic armor. Do we still have like the gambeson and all of that, or is it light armor, medium armor, heavy armor?
It's both. Like gambeson is a type of light armor.
Yeah. Okay. So it's still that. I'll probably have a set of gambeson if that's
gambeson's 2 gold.
All right. So that puts me 13 gold left for a good old gambeson.
Keep in mind, you also need like
I was going
tent.
That was going to be my next thing. Was what's a tent? Basic adventurer's supply stuff.
Tent's a gold. Bedroll's a gold. For cooking equipment, that'll be... Well, what do you guys have for cooking?
Like, I would need, like an oven of some sort.
Or like a big Dutch oven type thing, maybe. Just put it over a
Like...
campfire and cook.
Yeah. Yeah, like something that's, like, semi-portable, you know?
Yeah, a cast iron Dutch oven for 3 gold.
So how much would, like... You know what I'm talking about when I say, like equipment to keep knives in good condition. Like, like sharpening...
Like a whetstone.
Like, whetstone.
So your whetstone and oil is stuff that would be considered in supplies.
Okay.
What you could have, for example, is you could have a pedal grindstone. You could have, like, a series of whetstones.
Yeah.
A ball peen hammer, an anvil.
Yeah.
Maybe, like, a small metal heating furnace.
Yeah, it's kind of... Well, it's kind of 3 separate things that I'm looking at here. But yeah, like a small metal heating furnace, like, just big enough for a blade.
So something like that would probably run you only about 1 gold. It's more like... It's really just stone and mortar more than anything else. And, like, a bellow.
Then yeah, I guess grindstone.
The grindstone with the apparatus would probably run you about 2 gold.
Okay, anvil.
Anvil's going to be a solid 3 gold.
Okay. I'm trying to think. Yeah, like hammers, chisels, kind of miscellaneous hand tools.
Yep. For the hand tools, You end up settling on 3 hammers that are about 5 silver each.
Okay. That's 5 gold. For hand tools. What kind of stuff would you need for ritually enchanting blades? Like, I'm assuming that's kind of a whole process in and of itself.
Yeah, ritual candles, ritual salt. Those would be more like supplies.
Okay. Like, would I need any special engraving tools to, like, do cool designs on the blade to, like, make it glow green and whoosh up?
Oh yeah, you would want enchanters engraving tools. Because
Okay.
you do engrave enchantments into blades.
How much are those gonna run me?
Those, a full set is only like a gold,
Okay.
and it includes 10 different chisels. It's kind of like when you get a tool set that's like, you know, like this, and then this slightly smaller, and then this slightly smaller, and then this slightly flatter.
Okay, let me just do mental math here.
How are you feeling?
Armor.
Armor.
For a bunny that wants to move around a lot. So like a medium, maybe?
Yeah, medium armor would weigh you down a bit, but that would be something like chain, like a light brigandine.
Hmm.
Why would you put a 0.5 when you
My
have
brain works in
lower-
decimals! My brain works in decimals!
We have lower denominations.
My brain works in
You
decimals,
don't
okay?
need to have 5.5 gold when you can have 5 gold and 5 silver.
My brain works in decimals! It's metric!
Chain. How much is chain?
A chain shirt would probably be 7 gold.
This is an argument Lehman has had a lot.
What? It's metric?
Oh, the chain shirt gives you threshold 6.
Or an argument that Leland, age 7, has had?
The gambeson gives you threshold 4.
Is there an area to denote threshold? There is not.
Not yet.
I'm just gonna write it down.
What is the threshold?
Let's just say someone swings at you for 10 damage. Is that higher than your threshold?
Yes. You
It
take
hits.
damage? Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
But if, let's just say, roll grace, you're dodging.
I don't have my dice with me. Jesus. Nice. Good rolls. That's 15, 19. Because I
19?
have the 4 physical, so that's plus 4 to the 46, yeah.
And then plus 4 threshold from the gambeson means you're not taking that damage.
Cool.
But if it's... So if it's below your threshold, you just don't take it. If it's above, you take full.
Cool.
How much would...
A woodchuck truck.
Yeah, thanks. No. Full plate, how much is that?
Full plate.
I think that's gonna cost you. Or like a heavy metal armor, I guess is what I'm looking
Probably about 12 gold.
for. Yeah, that's a lot.
You could swap it to chain and plate or a heavy brigandine for closer to 10.
Okay.
Like a basic knife.
Just a knife.
Just a knife.
4 silver.
Chain is a medium armor, right?
Yep.
How much is chain?
For
For a goat man.
It was I think I just sold the same chain for... What did I say your chain was, or did you not pick chain?
7 gold.
Yeah, 7 gold, threshold 6.
Man. It's expensive being a
And
blacksmith.
bedroll are both 1 gold each.
Yeah, but you can actually make money by selling artisanal knives.
Artisanal knives.
I make money by killing people.
There you go. Okay. I'm trying to think what else I might
With
need.
my poisoned hand.
Alchemy set.
Just you fucking wait till my build
Great,
kicks off. It needs like so many benefits, but man, once it gets there,
Oh my
holy
God.
shit, it's gonna be beautiful.
So you probably want a brewing still, which would be your primary tool. If that's your biggest thing, that would probably be about 2 gold.
Okay.
Then you would have like a heating flask, an alembic, a mixing flask. All 3 of those would be glassware, 5 silver each.
1.5.
Mhm.
Okay. Plus the knife, so let's just say 2. Okay, so that's 10. Write this over here because I'm not wearing my tent.
I mean, we've all had some ugly clothes in the past. But
What about like a nice set of clothes? Like not
fine
Ooh,
clothes.
warm clothes. I definitely need warm clothes.
Okay, extra warm clothes would probably run you about another gold.
like if I wanted to like impress somebody, you know, not rival a prince, but like, you know, stand out a bit.
Probably like 5-6 gold.
Do I want armor or do I want to look real baller?
So the broom still was 3 or 2? 2.
You're gonna come
2.
across like some giant horrific monster, and he's gonna take one look at you and just go, "Damn, that's a baller ass outfit. I can't attack you.
I have 4
Peace
gold
out,
left.
brah."
4 gold left for shit. Okay, so other
I've got
than
10 gold left for shit.
I have tent,
bought so much
bedroll, knife, armor, cast iron, brownies, brewing stuff. What else would a person need?
I took some nice warm clothes because I'm Pythona in a northern area. So
I got fur.
yeah, you got fur. You might actually want cool clothes. No, the fur would be fine for you. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what I can spend 10 gold on other than just pocketing it and buying rations and
Nicer-
supplies.
Nice clothes.
I don't want nice clothes. I don't
How
need
many-
nice clothes?
Knives can I get for 3 gold?
What did I say? You got yours for 4 silver?
Mm-hmm.
7. And you'd have 2 silver to spare.
Shield.
Yeah, I was actually gonna ask about that too.
What kind of shield?
Like a large shield.
Okay, so like a big round shield, a
Yeah.
kite shield, more like a tower shield.
Kite shield.
Okay, kite shield would probably run you about 2 gold, and that would give you an extra 2 threshold.
Does it no longer have the threshold be range, threshold be...
Yeah,
Melee?
that's deprecated.
Okay.
It was unnecessary.
I have 2 gold left to spend on shit.
Nice.
I don't think I need shields for 2 threshold. I really don't. Because my main build is just one-handed, and I'm not going to be using a shield.
You guys can also pool your remaining resources.
Yeah, I might just do that so that I'm moneybags, which kind of makes sense.
Yeah, so could I just put the other 2 gold like, into my inventory?
Yeah, 100%. No one's stopping you.
No one's stopping me.
Like, I don't need anything to start fires because I have elemental magic.
Mm-hmm.
I have a tent, I have a bedroll, warm clothes. Do we need to buy a carriage?
You don't automatically have one.
Damn.
How much is a carriage?
When you say carriage, the way I'll describe them is that you have covered wagons, which if you're getting an open top wagon, it's a covered wagon. It's like a couple of loops and some cloth. It's the same. And then they're 1, 2, or 4 horse. And then a sedan would be like a carriage, and then that's also 1, 2, and 4 horse.
Let's say a covered 2 horse wagon. How much would that be?
That would probably run you about 10 gold.
Son of a bitch! It's all my money!
I have 2 gold that we could put into that.
I have 1 gold I can put into that.
No, I'll just buy it. It'll be mine.
Okay.
Well, okay. Salus's backstory is that he was a tax collector and he had to go around basically collecting taxes from literally everyone. By the way, everyone hates your brother. Literally everyone hates your brother.
But everybody loves me.
Yeah. we are the yin and yang of the family.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying that I was a really good tax collector, and at some point we needed the cart because I collected so much. I specifically remember that in the backstory, so I just purchased a cart, and now it's my cart.
Yeah.
Nice.
So with a 2-horse wagon, 2 people can pull it, basically.
Cool.
Or whatever the value of 2 horses is in pulling capacity in animals.
If I can carry one person comfortably, can I pull it?
Honestly, as a Caprine, you're basically a horse.
I mean, wait, so I could just probably put all this shit on my back and carry it myself. Like, it is a fucking anvil. That's heavy. Like, I don't know if I want to carry a fucking anvil on my back.
But like,
You can put it in the
you could put it in the cart. That's why carts exist.
Listen.
That's why carts have existed for thousands of years. Because it makes carrying heavy shit real easy.
I'll just pull it then. I'll just pull the fucking cart.
I mean, we have horses.
No, we don't. We haven't bought any.
Do we need to buy horses as well? How much is a horse?
That's on you guys. I can't do shit anymore.
Draft horse, I take it, not a riding horse.
Yeah.
Horses don't do well around here. Mules are sort of popular, but even then in the mountains, carts aren't really a big thing unless you're on the main roads. You're more likely to find a mule or a donkey around here. Horses are more common southerly or out in the forest, and when they are there, they're usually somewhere between like 8 and 20 gold.
Okay, how much is a donkey?
That ass is pricey.
Donkey's 5 gold.
5 gold? So we need... Okay.
I'll pull the cart. Like, it's fine.
But we don't know you.
That's true.
Maybe
Actually,
that's
no,
why
you
we
guys do know each other. You guys
Yeah,
are like
we've seen each
coming
other
into game together.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Maybe
we need...
that's
It's
why
a,
we want him. Because he'll pull the cart.
okay, but we should get a donkey anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can contribute my
So we could have like a
actual
donkey
money
plus
for this.
you, so that you're not the only
I am
one.
okay. I will pull the cart. I'm not pulling the cart side by side with a fucking donkey.
We
That seems uncivilized.
Horribly degrading to
Yeah.
all go.
Yeah. It's
Well,
what-
also, you're paying, 10 gold for a 2-horse covered wagon? What if you paid 10 gold for a 1-horse sedan?
That's what I thought. That's what we were doing.
Get a 1-horse sedan, and then you could
All
pull
right.
that.
Yeah.
All right, fine. Yeah. How much does that cost?
Wouldn't
10
that,
gold?
wouldn't that be degrading for you to pull that?
I'm like, listen. The thing is, if I'm pulling it on my own volition, if I'm just like, man, we got to get from point A to point B. I'm the only one here that's strong enough to do it. Like, that's fine. If you're like, we need manual labor.
Well, no, it's the same as if you're
Go.
walking along and going whoop whoop with a wheelbarrow. It's just, instead of you being yoked, you're just holding it.
Yeah.
Go, hoof boy.
Yeah. But like, if someone's like, hey, I need you to help move bricks, but like, I've also.
Well, to be fair, also, from your perspective, that's not demeaning. That's how you move a cart.
Yeah. Like, I don't want a donkey with me.
Yeah.
Well,
Really?
you won't
Okay.
now because it's a one fucking horse sedan.
We'll get a 1-horse sedan, and we'll put your.
It's a
in
fucking
the-
Honda Civic.
Yeah.
You're hauling a Honda Civic around. How does it make you feel?
It feels pretty great. Pretty good on my arms. Pretty good glute workout. Me and
Okay.
my two physical.
You can carry my Dutch
Oh,
oven.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Shit.
I know I have no brawn, but I think I'm stronger than you.
If we rolled brawn, it would come down to the roll.
Yeah.
We can do it right now. I'll arm wrestle you. Let's see.
I win. I won.
So why don't you pull the card?
Because he's a goatman.
Yeah.
Because he offered to pull the
I've
cart.
been waiting for over a year for this. Let me pull the card.
Okay, you can pull the card. So we can also get a donkey.
If you want to get a donkey, go ahead. That's fine.
No.
Gonna be-
I mean, we're saving money by you pulling the card.
You're gonna be, donkey, come over here, and you're like, "Yaw, bitch. And you're like, go over there, and you'd be like, no, fuck you. And I'll be sitting there just carrying all my anvil and shit on my back. Like, see ya, losers. It's fine. You can wrangle that donkey if you want. I won't stop you. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
We won't get a donkey.
His obstinance that he wants to put in more work specifically want to do this?
I like you guys. This is why we're friends. Because we're the same kind of trash.
I'm just saying. Listen, if you had a horse body and you could pull a car around, and your friends were like, gas is really expensive, and you're sitting there like, man, got these big beefy arms. The car is
not
just
really all
made
that
for you to
beefy.
carry around, like it's not even an issue, and they're like, oh, we're gonna go pay $100 for gas to go to the movies, and you're just like, I'll just take you. You're like, no, it's fine. It's fine, don't worry about it.
It's nice. So your friend doesn't have to literally drag you.
Well, you guys won't be able to.
also just need to point out you're not that bulky.
I mean, I'm a horseman. Like,
You are.
I take twice as much bulk as you.
Well, you're bulky in terms of size,
Yeah.
not in terms
Would him
of.
pulling the cart all day be considered like a training for bronze?
Yes.
Can I heal from that?
Yes.
Can't even complain about it anymore. Like it's just such a benefit thing.
It means that I can't do any crafting in the cart while I'm moving, but like
You'll be able to do. You can't really do it anyway. Like
Yeah.
you'll be
Yeah.
able to do it at the end.
Alright, so do you guys have any empty places on your character sheets that still need to be filled out?
I don't
Nope.
think so.
Nope. Other than portrait, but
Portrait.
I mean that takes its own time.
Well then. I think we done it.
I think we did.
I think we got a trio of adventurers.
Awesome.
We have, to get it all together in one place, myself, Will, GM, Bald Human Horrormancer, Feelin' Burgers. No longer Feelin' Burgers, had my burgers.
Yeah.
Some pretty sketchy burgers.
Yeah, pretty sketchy. We have Ken, who is playing Salus, a Ratchcatcher Burry, former tax collector turned adventurer, punchy ow ow, thinks he's stronger than you. We have Chelsea playing Vesta, Lapine Baker from Fortnite. Corn can't be grapefruit. Gabe as Alulin Cornelius, Caprine Knifesmith of the Forbidden House, Honda Civic. Could you imagine if Fortnite was real?
Yeah.
And of course, Evan, sir, not appearing in this session.
Evan, I don't know where he is.
Yeah.
Who didn't reply?
Evan, who didn't reply to all of our messages.
I was
To
gonna.
be fair, like, exams right until
Yeah,
that day.
yeah,
Yeah.
like we were literally planning it right up until the very last day.
It was like yesterday. Gabe's like, "Have you been reading the Discord?" I'm like, "No."
Yeah.
She turns her notifications off. It's wild. She's like, I don't want to know my phone has something cool and new for me.
Stresses me out.
When people try and talk to you?
Yeah.
Cool and new stresses Chelsea out.
Cool and new.
Avoiding this.
Man.
I want my life to be boring. That's ideal.
Her home has like a rotary phone.
Yeah. No notifications.
No notifications.
Dial-up internet still.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Well,
Boring.
Okay.
I did this for you, but I didn't do it for you guys, because you guys have to, like, be ready for adventure.
Okay.
Yep.
When did you know you wanted to be adventurers?
I wanted everybody to taste my brownies and be my friend.
That's
Okay.
so wholesome.
I feel like I found out some sort of darkish family secret, and I decided I was disillusioned with the whole knife making business they had built, so I set off on my own to kind of distance myself from that.
Okay.
What's the dark secret?
I don't know, but they were very popular knifesmiths about 25 years ago.
Ooh. So it can be a lot of things.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I didn't run that by Will at all, so...
So, you always just wanted people to taste your brownies. As the years wear on, the resources from the far south, the sugar cane, the chocolate, the cocoa beans, that sort of stuff, it starts to get less and less frequent, and within about a few years, baking starts to lose its fun. You don't have the ingredients you need to make anything half decent. All you're making is like barley and oat and blackberry tarts, and they're not good. there's nothing in the marketplace worth making anything out of anymore. Meanwhile, you knew you wanted to be an adventurer of some sort. A knifesmith traveling? Or an adventurer?
I like traveling knifesmith. It's the only thing I know how to do. Like,
Okay, so I think that sets us up well. You are stuck in this shithole catching rats again. It isn't fun to bake here, and you don't want to be around your family anyways and figure you'll head on the road. That leaves us in pretty decent condition for blind ambling off into the distance.
Let's do it.
let's do it. I gotta think of a funny voice.
Work. You probably will be able to get by as a baker. That's a village job. What were you doing for the village?
I was repairing, probably like doing smithing stuff, you know, like repairing tools mostly probably. But if someone had a knife, I was over that shit. I made them.
We probably
the best
met
knife.
by 1, repairing pots and pans, 2, repairing my knife.
Yes, and I made it the best knife I could.
Your mom usually ends up doing the repairs. You help out when there's more work
Yeah,
to do.
yeah.
But now that's like twice a week maybe. Otherwise you've got nothing to do but, well, whatever they can get you paid for. And they need to pay you to do something. What are you doing? How are you applying your skills?
I don't know. Like, I got smithing. I got ritual magic.
You could do dumb labor.
I could
Just
do
like-
dumb labor, like just moving stuff around, like
Hauling carts,
hauling
perhaps?
carts, perhaps. You know?
Gardening.
Yeah, like just
So
hanging
there
out.
we go. We've got our rat catcher, we've got our hauler, and we've got our baker. 3 happy villagers off to hit the road.
Yeah. We gotta have like a theme song that we just like play on a really.
Yeah, Will's got it.
Theme song. You wrote a theme song for this game.
Okay, we gotta like
Oh,
just
God.
play it really badly through like somebody's phone near the microphone and like sounds all scratchy. Like yeah, we got.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
definitely how this is gonna work. Yep.
Well then, do we have anything else to do on the stream? I think that's it.
That's just about it.
Our session 0.
Yeah,
That's successful session 0. Good
Yeah.
job, everybody.
Go team.
So yeah, I'll be closing off the stream here.
We will meet again when we decide what time we meet to do this.
Yes.
Yes.
This was a very impromptu meeting session because we decided we would all have fun with that.
Yeah.
And so yeah, once we decide on a date, we'll be continuing with session 1, and hopefully Evan can join us for that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm terrible at closing these off. So
Thank you, Internet.
Thank you, internet.
yeah.
Here, I know what we'll do. We all go, yeah!
And then freeze frame. And then just.
But then how? For free strength, who's gonna stop it?
No, don't worry, I got this.
Okay, ready?
Oh
3,
no, we're not actually
2,
doing this.
1, yeah!